It's the Single Mommy Hustle. Thank you. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
How you doing, Sean?
I am great. How you doing?
I'm okay. Look, it's been a week.
It's almost over. This week is almost
Tell this body to catch up because it's really still in last Friday.
Oh, yeah, we need you to catch up.
Look, come on, body. So, Sean, today is a great Thursday.
Yes, it is.
We're going to be talking about the importance of having insurances and estate planning. And I heard.
What you hear?
I heard we have some very special ladies here with us today.
Yes, ma'am.
We have some aunties in the building.
Hey.
In our culture, you know, we do show reverence and love to our seniors and elders, and those, you know, have paved ways for us by calling them aunties.
Yes.
But these are literal aunties.
Like, for real, for real.
So this is episode 6, I believe.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Building Wealth Part 2.
Building Wealth Part 2. And so, Sean, did you want to introduce our guest? Yeah.
Yes?
Go ahead.
Okay. So today our guests are like she said, my auntie, Joanne Robison.
Woo!
Yay. And my cousin, Lutonia Johnson.
And so what are you guys going to talk about today? Miss Joanne, I love to call you Auntie Joanne because that's all I've been hearing on forever is Auntie Joanne. Right. So I'm going to call you Auntie Joanne, and I'm going to call Miss Lutonia Auntie Lutonia because me and Lutonia are connected as well through Greater Emmanuel Institutional Church of God in Christ with the amazing Bishop J. Drew Sheard and our wonderful First Lady Karen Clark Sheard. And so first, Auntie Joanne, can you tell us who you are and what it is that you're doing?
Well, I am Joanne
And so what are you guys going to talk about today, Miss
And,
Joanne? I love to call you Auntie Joanne because that's all I've been hearing on.
what I do is life insurance. I'm also a business owner. I own my own cleaning service, and I also am a teacher.
Okay.
I'm also a teacher, actually a retired teacher at this point. So that's what I do at this present point in time. Insurance and my own cleaning service.
Okay.
All right. That's that mommy hustle.
Yeah, you gotta hustle.
Hustle.
Look at the face, though.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
And Auntie Lutonia, can you tell us who you are and what it is that you do?
Yes, I am a business owner. My company is called Spiritpreneur. I train people to become entrepreneurs. So it doesn't matter what your gifts are. My gift is to teach you how to develop that gift.
All right.
I am also a licensed insurance agent.
Okay. Okay. And so, Sean,
Yes.
we have been doing this. I don't know how to do this.
I don't know. That's not,
Hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys.
I hear some back.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay.
The volume wasn't down. That's okay. So we have been doing this series about building wealth and some things because September is National Preparedness Month. Talking about some ways and things that our community needs to be prepared in life for success. So we started with safety planning. Then we went into becoming an entrepreneur lightly in the real estate industry. And then, you know, Auntie Joanne and you had an experience. You want to talk a little bit about your experience with feeling like you needed to kind of get covered?
Okay. So my experience was through my job, I had life insurance. And, going back, my mom passed a year ago, and we both worked at the same company. So her insurance thank God she had insurance, but it was through our job. Mine as well. So when COVID happened, well, around that time, I was thinking I need other coverage. But when COVID happened, I got laid off. So it was like, well, what if I don't get called back? The only insurance policy I had was through my job, that I wouldn't have any other coverage. So that's when I decided to get more, so outside of what I already had.
So what insurance did you already have?
I had a life insurance policy through my job.
Just the general
Just a
policy that they
general
offer.
life insurance. Yep.
Okay. And so then what were you thinking that you needed outside of that? Because I think a lot of times people feel like, oh, I got insurance to my job and I'm okay.
Right.
What made you feel like you weren't?
Because, like I said, I got laid off with COVID. We shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then what if I didn't get called back?
So if you didn't get called back, you wouldn't be able to keep
I
your
would have
insurance.
lost my insurance.
Okay.
So I needed more coverage other than the coverage that I already had.
Gotcha.
And so when someone approaches you guys in that type of situation or just overall, what is it that you try to inform our community when it comes to having insurances and the different types of insurances? Auntie Joanne.
I'm going to let Tony answer that one.
Okay.
Well, as most people know, when you have life insurance through your job, it pretty much belongs to the job.
Mm-hmm.
And you're correct in saying when you got laid off, or most people, what over 50 million people maybe, has lost their jobs, they lost their life insurance. And it leaves families vulnerable.
Correct.
Because they start to worry and become concerned about if they become sick or if they pass away, what would they leave their family? So the legacy pretty much goes out the window when they don't practice having things in place ahead of time.
Correct.
And so with life insurance that you have through a job, it belongs to the job. That's why a lot of times,
Even though when you paying into it?
when you're paying into it, it's a very, very small amount.
Okay.
Very small. And so
At all jobs, you don't have to pay into it. Some jobs just give you life insurance.
Yeah. Our job.
You just get it. They
Yeah.
give you life insurance. And again, if you lose that job, you lose that insurance because you didn't pay for it anyway.
Correct.
You didn't pay for it in totality is what you're saying.
Yes. And then sometimes you can pay into it, like to increase it or to increase the benefit. But like at my job, they'll cover you with so much in insurance money.
as long as you're on that job.
As long as you're on the job. So when your job ends, then you're not covered.
Then you're not covered.
So I understood that as if when you get fired, right, you don't have access to that unless you do a continuation on your own.
Yes.
But you're saying in COVID, it was a threat.
I'm just saying to me, but
A potential threat.
A potential threat. I was laid off. I wasn't fired or terminated or anything, but I was laid off. But it already had me thinking that I needed more. And even with burying my mom, I was thinking that like I need more because I got kids. Now I got grandkids. That's right. So I was thinking about that, and also having something for when you're, haven't passed, that when you're alive too, they help cover it. Because what if you need hospice? What if you need all these?
That's real.
Yeah. What if you need that while you're alive?
And a lot of people don't know
coverage.
that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know. A lot of people look at life insurance as just a death benefit. But we're here to tell you it is not. A lot of people, a lot of life insurance now, they are allowing you to have disability coverage. They're allowing you to have coverage if you become chronically ill. Because a lot of times jobs don't pay you if you're chronically ill. Pretty much they let you go.
Right.
But there are a lot of life insurance policies out there now that you can actually have living benefits. That's what they're called, living benefits.
And so for me, I don't recall if me and you had this conversation. I know me and my cousin Chelsea talked about it quite a bit when my grandmother passed away this year due to COVID. And we were trying to figure out, getting her to the funeral home and covering those costs. And then it kind of shocked me when my uncle said they didn't want the ashes. I was like, what? They were like, no. Our house could burn up, a flood, anything, something, a natural disaster could happen where they could get damaged, lost, stolen, whatever. We don't want to be responsible for holding on to her remains. We want to put her somewhere where people can go and visit her and we know that she'll be safe, right? For eternity, pretty much here on earth. And so they were talking about putting her in with my mom, where my mom is buried at. And so I was like, people don't keep the ashes,
Yeah.
And so they were talking about buying a niche you know, a wall piece, and then the bench that would sit over my mom's grave where her ashes would be inserted. And I was like, wow, that's crazy to me. Like, it was just phenomenal. And so when I started calling to get the pricing and was talking to the people at my mom's cemetery, that's when it kind of hit me to start thinking about, I have a 19-year-old and now a 13-year-old. You know, I have two daughters. And what have I prepared for them? You know, something as simple as paying for that. You know, paying for where my remains, because I want to be cremated. I want my ashes to go into the grave with my mom. I don't want them to sit in a canister, you know, over her. I want them to be poured in with her. Me and my sister talked about that. And so finding out the pricing, the payment arrangements, it's very affordable. And so I was just thinking like, wow, I don't know how to even establish enough insurance for my children. God forbid something happened to me. And then the scare that I had, you know, the health scare I had last year, it didn't seem like I would survive that. You know, I felt like it was the end for me.
But,
So,
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
So what I was gonna say was, you want more than just enough to bury you.
Right.
'Cause you got to think about what you're leaving them with. Like,
Right.
if they got to take care of your final expense of anything, or just to have something to live off of when you're gone.
Right.
So it's more than just the burial part of it.
But that was the part that shocked me.
Right.
Because I don't think I had, even though my mom passed when I was a young girl, you know, I was 16, my sister was 14. You would think that kind of would sit somewhere to be, you know, I had a different anxiety. I had a different type of fear, a different type of thought process about death and mortality, right? I didn't think about the documentation part.
Right.
I didn't think about the coverage part.
Right.
And me and my sister did get money, you know, when my mom passed away. But I don't know. I don't know if it traumatized me, right? Like, if we're going to be real and talk about what happens in our community.
Right.
I don't know if my mom passing away at such an early age. My mom I just surpassed the age that she was when she passed away.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She was young.
She was very young. And so I think trying to get past 36 was my goal. And for every job I had, of course, I paid for insurance and term insurance. I remember at one point in my life, all the struggles and issues that I had, I didn't think I would make it to 30. I remember asking my job the difference between term and life insurance, and when they broke it down and said, well, term is 10 years, I was thinking about the people I deal with and the city that I live in. I said, you know what, just give me term, because I might not make it past 25. You know what I mean? So celebrating 30 and now celebrating 37, you know, I need to plan more. So I thought this was on time, you know.
Yes, it is.
So can you guys talk about some of the insurances that are available?
Yeah.
They have kids IULs now. Okay, could you?
What's the IUL?
IUL is a index universal life insurance policy, and you can start your baby months old. Okay, so a lot of parents, I hear a lot of parents talk to me about what kind of plans do you have for my children, not just for the husband and wife, but for their children, and they are called kids IULs.
Okay.
Okay, they start at pretty much, you know, when the baby is born. Okay, and those kids can, you know, take over the payments on those, and they're very, very inexpensive. They can take over those plans when they hit age 18.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
But does it have a bank? Is it something that accrues over time? And
right,
Okay.
it has an
Right.
index attached to it. Okay, pretty much like the S&P 500.
You
and
can't
that-
use them cuss words at me. What's the S&P 500?
until you go, it just pretty much grows with it.
Auntie Lutonia. You said you a woman of God now.
I
Don't be
know that's
cussing.
right. I know
Use a
that's
foreign
right.
language.
I'm gonna use a foreign language. Okay, the money will grow.
Okay.
Okay, at a specific interest rate.
Okay.
So basically, it's like saving the money in a bank. If you have a bank account, how much interest do you actually have on that money? You put it in there, you give it to the bank for them to hold, but how much money are they giving you back for holding your money?
Okay.
Well, an index universal life policy allows your money to grow while they're holding the money for you. So it doesn't matter how long it's in there, the longer it's in there, the more it grows.
Okay.
Okay, so these kids' policies gets into the millions. Okay, we that is a very, very good plan.
That's an investment.
That's
That's a major investment.
Yes. I just
And a
had
lot of
chill
people-
when I-
Right. Like, come on, at least
like,
where your millions
That's
at.
right. I'm
No.
finding a lot more parents. They really like that. Okay, they like that. So.
And so is it affordable though? Because
Very affordable.
you know we
Very,
are
very
talking to our demographic of people, and we are talking to single mommies
Right.
with a
$15.
budget. $15.
They below $15.
They do.
Right, I was about to. Ooh, let me cut in. Let me cut in
affordable.
for a second.
Auntie Joanne
Because
trying to be
our
like very.
people will spend money on everything. Like you say, you below $15. Y'all
$15.
standing in line buying Jordans.
Thank you.
Yep,
Don't shame me.
$200.
Huh? I'm not shaming nobody. I'm just keeping it real. We're going to keep it
I don't
all
stand
the
in no
way.
lines no more.
100, 200,
I send
300.
him money to do it.
Thank you.
Hey, either way.
Them jeans that they want to have.
Yes.
The,
That's right.
the weed that
Now
you
they
want
got
to
the
buy.
hookah.
Right.
They got the hookah
alcohol.
pipe.
Yeah, man, they selling hookah in the liquor store.
They still hookah
Hookah to
everywhere.
go.
Alcohol, the men out here taking care of the women, the
There we
women
go.
out
Yes.
here taking care of the men,
Yes.
everybody
Where
taking
you at?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
everybody
excuse
taking
me. Men taking care of the
everybody
women.
but they babies.
Yes.
They taking care
Say
of
that.
everybody but they babies.
And themselves. Because you
Yep.
sitting up here buying all that stuff and then God forbid something happen to you. Y'all out here
And then
GoFundMe.
y'all want us
Y'all
to
selling
do
chicken
GoFundMe.
dinners, trying to bury your people.
Yep,
That's
yep.
right.
But where were you took some of that money and put it aside so your family will be okay.
But you know
and
what,
they'll be
though?
able to bury you.
That's right. Since the pandemic, though, it has tremendously increased. Okay.
What has increased?
the life insurance efforts? You know,
People
you
want it.
control-
Somebody
They
laughing at
want it. Okay. Now, before the pandemic, you couldn't get them to listen to you. But there are a lot of people wising up in our communities now. They
Because
are
it really rocked our community.
That's
To
right.
our core.
That's
it really
right.
did. And no age was safe.
There was
No.
no age.
Nobody
Still
was
not.
safe.
It's,
Still
it's,
not.
it's
It's
still
still
not
out
safe.
there. It's
It's
still not
out
safe.
here every day.
That's right.
Every single day, somebody's dying.
Yes,
right.
Every day.
200,000 plus people
Yes.
are dead due to
Yep.
COVID-19.
Yeah.
And before I came, I listened to the news, and they were saying that the young people between the ages of 22 and 29
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that today.
are dying now
Yep.
and have the disease.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, so come on, people.
But I
22 to 29.
Yes.
And I
Really?
gotta-
You see at MSU, they on lockdown now, like COVID up there spreading at the college.
And I was
So-
going to say that you got to, you know, the people that are listening to this podcast, you got to wake up because
Yes.
you're not, you know, you can be exposed to it too.
Yes.
Once you're exposed, you can't get covered anytime soon.
Really?
Really.
Oh my
people are
God.
dying
That,
from
that
it.
was my
Yes.
question.
They're dying from it.
Oh
it's
yeah,
best-
Miles is here with
Miles.
us. Everybody clap it up for Miles. Woo! We love you,
All right,
Miles.
Miles. Miles got a question.
Yeah, I got a question.
Go ahead, Mom.
But she just answered. I was about to ask you, what about the people that did recover from COVID?
You got to
Yeah.
wait. You got to wait about 90 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait 90
And then get
days.
tested.
Thank you for
again,
clarifying
and
You
then-
that.
have to get a clear test.
Okay.
It has to be clear.
All
So
right.
let's reiterate that. So people who currently have a positive test cannot now go ahead and request life insurance. They have to get a second negative
They
test.
have to have
Right.
a negative test with no lasting effects.
Residual
some-
effects,
That's
okay.
right. Some people end up with scarred lungs.
Yes.
Very hard to get covered.
Yes.
Okay.
I know quite a few people who survived COVID and had trouble learning to rewalk. You know. So what about mental health
Mental health issue?
from COVID? People that survive COVID but have residual effects from mental health.
And that's up to the underwriters.
Okay.
But I tell
So
you, there's
is
a lot
that
of
something
healthy
that you
people.
just don't say?
Oh, no,
Or
we ask the questions.
Yeah.
We'll ask the questions.
but I'm asking for the game.
Yeah,
so
so
is that something you just don't
And it's a lot of people will.
because I'm one of those. Omission is a sin, however it helps.
Right. But we're in COVID. But because we're living
Yes, in
during
COVID,
they
during COVID.
check. They check.
Or they'll
Because they
check
know
your medical history
Yep,
to see if you
MIB.
have. Okay.
MIB, that's what it's called, the MIB report.
I don't think that's okay.
I know.
I don't
know.
think that that's okay. You got to take my word for it.
Girl.
Because what if
We
I
ain't
had
taking
mental health
nobody's
issues
word
prior to
for it.
COVID, ended up with COVID, now that's amplified.
That's why I say it's up to the underwriters.
So who underwrites when y'all just insurance brokers that talk? Do y'all do the underwriting also?
No,
or
that would be nice.
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
We'll have them lined up at our door.
look, because I got a list of folks. I'm like, call Auntie Lutonia,
Auntie.
Right.
call Auntie Joanne.
That's right.
I want, before we get too far in our podcast, Auntie Joanne, can you look directly in the camera and tell people how to get in contact with you and a phone number if they want to reach out for insurance brokerage services?
You can reach me at area code 313-205-1328, or you can email me at joannrobison80@yahoo.com.
Can you spell Joanne for us, please?
That's JOANNEROBISON80@yahoo.com.
Okay, and Auntie Lutonia, can you do the same thing if someone wants to reach you for insurance brokerage?
Yes, you can reach me at 313-258-1770. And you can also reach me at my Gmail account, spiritpreneurmi@gmail.com. Even if you just want to talk or you have some questions about quotes, prices, you can reach me.
Now, we can't spell entrepreneur, so I'm sure we can't spell spiritpreneur.
Okay, let me spell that for you. Everybody know how to spell the word spirit.
Hopefully.
Okay, SPIRITPRENEUR. Okay, MI for Michigan @gmail.com.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just want to be clear because this is really pressing on my heart. You know,
Yes.
it's really important. I have a 19-year-old. Today is Elise's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Elise. I said, are you coming to the podcast with me tonight, love? She said, yeah, I'm coming to get my shout out.
I know that's right.
That's right.
So you got your shout out.
Yep.
She also brought ice cream cake. So we can have some ice cream cake. Okay, it's an Oreo ice cream cake. I love her. I do love her.
Yes, Miss Ali.
Well, hurry up so it won't melt.
Okay, well, it'll be a little soft for those of us who need it to be soft. I'm just saying, can't eat no hard ice cream. But so yeah, I think this is very important, and I'm very happy that you guys are here.
Yes.
So we're moving along pretty great, don't you think, Sean?
Yes.
Yep.
Very well. We're on good timing today.
So, Sean, tell us
Great
about your
timing.
experience when you reached out to Auntie Joanne and Auntie Lutonia.
Well, Auntie Joanne reached out to me,
Okay.
and then we talked about it, and then we set up a meeting.
Okay. And how, what was that process like? Was it Zoom, in person?
Zoom.
Okay. So they do have
And
Zoom
then
capabilities.
Yes, Zoom capabilities and PowerPoint. Everything was just presented to me, and it was great.
Okay. And what made you feel safe and most comfortable about moving forward?
Just knowing that I was taking care of business. That
Because our auntie gonna take
Yeah.
good care of us.
yeah, that too.
And I'm gonna
She
take
is.
care of all of y'all too.
Yes, but she did take good care of me. Her and Lutonia.
Yes.
They took very good care of me. But yeah, I had no worries, you know.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I
And
want
I
to
just
feel that
like
same peace that
it
you
was-
got.
I did get peace because it had been on my mind. So that's why I say, see how God works. Sometimes it could be something that's worrying, bothering you. It's on your mind, and boom, I get a phone call out the blue.
That's right.
Hey,
That's right.
come join us on this. Talk to us about this insurance.
And I'm
And
glad. It's a lot of people
Yeah.
that don't want other people to know, but that's why we gave our numbers so you can call.
Yeah.
And you can call and talk.
And I just felt this was a great opportunity
To get the
on
word
our
out.
show, to get the word out to our community, especially single mommies. Because I can remember a time when I was young and single and I didn't have insurance coverage. God forbid, what if something happened to me? And I had 3 small kids.
That's right.
And
So,
each and every day is something happening to one of our babies out here now.
yes.
That's unfortunately.
And people don't have insurance, and it's so important, y'all.
Yes, it's very
I mean,
important.
This is no joke. It
And
is
it's-
just not a joke.
Yes.
It's
We
not a
need
joke.
to insure these babies.
Yes, and insure yourselves,
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, you got babies depending on you as well. You got family members, and you don't want them to have that burden. God forbid something happens to you.
That's right. And you
So-
feel real good. You
What
feel
goes
Yes.
into estate planning? Is it just the life insurance, or like are there different levels? Like what
Yes.
all is covered in estate
So
planning?
Lutonia could tell you more about it, but
Okay.
it is more. It's a living benefit as well, but she can explain more to what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Estate-
kind of like a savings plan as well, because
Okay.
it's growing.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. And a lot of times I like to get to know people by finding out what their financial life strategy plans are, you know, to get rid of debt if something happens to you, you know, to pay off student loans or to pay off a house. Okay.
So that can be included.
yes.
Okay.
It's definitely included.
Because look, I've been praying every day since COVID hit. I've been like, Lord, wipe away my student loans.
See?
Well,
I did. No, I did. They came off.
okay.
They came off. I got one left.
One
So
left.
good, baby Jesus. You can hear me.
Baby Jesus.
This $8,000 loan I got left, I need it gone
That's right.
right now. I believe it.
Just claim it. All you gotta do
Yes,
is just
claim
claim
it.
Just claim it.
Okay, so
yeah.
I'm gonna let the
You know it transfers though.
to what my children. That's
if
true.
something happens
Yeah,
to you,
that's
it
true.
transfers to your family.
That's true.
So you want to
And I don't think people realize that either
They
with their
don't.
student
Right.
loans. It does transfer. And with Imani in her second year of college, I would not want to add that burden to her
Yes,
at all.
Right.
we trying to be debt free
Yes.
and
Right.
build generational wealth.
'Cause
Ain't
it
that
was
what
a
we talking
fight.
about.
It was a straight up fight. Being a teen mom, homeless, with a baby, trying to navigate systems, and getting to where I am now. Baby is doing very well. You know, she's 19, but I always call her baby.
Yep.
She's doing very well. And then in 5 years, the little one will be on her way to college. But she, you know, she already paid for it. U of M is like, U of M is like, we want her, like full ride.
Yeah.
And then her daddy is awesome too.
Right.
So he already got
Yay.
her money set up. But so I think that is important that people realize your student loans do transfer to your children. So in estate planning, that would cover
Yep.
your car, your house,
That's right.
your student loans and stuff like that.
Any kind of loan outstanding in your name.
Okay. I think that was hard when my grandmother passed away. She didn't have many bills, but she also didn't have much money. And I needed to call and talk to these people and figure out what to do and what documents to send on her behalf. So that is a lot.
It's a lot.
It was like
is.
I still have not felt like I've grieved my grandmother yet. Because of COVID and the restrictions around
Right. 'Cause you
processing
didn't get to
your
have a
loved one.
proper burial
We still
and
haven't had a
that.
funeral and everything like that.
It's hard.
But just even having to stay focused on the business, that part was heaviest.
Yeah, that is the heaviest when you
That was
in
very
that time
heavy
and
for
you
me.
got to stay focused and take care of the business. But that's why I said I was glad my mom didn't have like a lot of debt or anything either. Like it was made it pretty easy. I didn't have to be like, can you help me do? Me and my brother, we didn't have to. Nobody had to help us do anything. Like we were able to just take care of her business. Her car was paid for. She didn't have like a lot of debt.
That's
And you know,
beautiful.
And you know, it's sad because I got into this business 6.5 years ago because my niece passed away of double negative breast cancer. But the issue is she was only 25.
Wow.
She was living her best life when she was diagnosed. She was
my God.
diagnosed on her 25th birthday. 5
Wow.
months later, she was gone. And it was amazing because we had to start a GoFundMe because we came up short with the bare minimum, and my brother didn't want to cremate her. Okay, it was a very sad time in my household, and I had to be the one
The
to
strong
plan
one.
the funeral.
Yeah.
And it was hard for me to come up with half of the GoFundMe money. Her other side of the people came up with the other half, but they kept it.
Wow.
So it was very devastating at the last minute, and I need people to understand that GoFundMe is not life insurance.
That's real.
GoFundMe is
It's
not
a
life
hustle.
insurance. They think it's just a that's
Yeah.
it.
It really
Okay?
is because
That's
you
why
got
I
to
had
hustle
mentioned
to
that.
push it to get people to
that's when you
donate
see
to
people
give.
doing
That's
that.
right.
It's like,
It's not. It's more responsible to just put something very, very small in place, okay,
Mm-hmm.
than to even think about GoFundMe. GoFundMe is somebody else's food.
Donations. Yeah.
Okay, that's somebody else's bread. That's somebody else's children's, savings.
correct.
So I'm happy that we have even kind of segued into this as we're ending September and going into October. October being our pink and purple month, and we want everyone to tune in. We have a great list of guests for the entire month. Pink and purple for breast cancer awareness and domestic violence awareness, and we're touching on that right now and the importance, of prevention, awareness, and being prepared.
That's
right?
Yes.
So, and we're not wishing any ill will on anyone. However, you do have to put yourself first and prioritize your health.
And nobody likes to think about that because you don't want to,
Yeah, and
talk
our
about-
community
that's
is
a touchy,
taboo.
That's right.
subject, talking about death, or you don't really want to think about it, but it's just something that you got to do.
Let me tell you, me and my sister, and this is just a small story. Me and my sister tried to talk to our granny who passed away, Granny Frank. God rest her soul. Granny Frank is funny. So we were talking about me and her come together with Granny Frank to get some life insurance, God forbid. She wasn't ill or anything. It just had hit her and hit me at the same time. And we tried to approach our grandma about it. She said, girl, y'all ain't gonna kill me.
Right.
She was like, y'all
Like,
ain't gonna
don't do
kill me
that.
trying to buy no life insurance. I ain't dying no time soon.
Right.
And I'll never forget it. And we was like, Granny, we are not saying you're dying soon. We are not trying to put you
Yes.
away. We want to be prepared. I ain't talking about that. And I was sending her quotes. I would come over with information.
Yeah, she's like, y'all
She'll
trying
be
to
sitting
kill
there
me.
like,
You trying to kill me.
turn Dr. Sabrina up. Channel 2.
Girl,
It's something else.
it is.
I have my funeral already planned out. I planned my funeral
I got my
out.
wedding and my funeral planned.
Good for you.
Girl.
I have my children know exactly what I want.
Good.
They know where everything is at.
And
They
we
know
know
I- I
y'all,
was just
so
about
y'all
to say
better
that
do what
too.
she say.
Yes, yes, you better do it.
Yeah,
But
they gonna do it. They
But
know. They know.
I was
how
about to
right.
say that even though my mom, we didn't know she was sick. Like she always talked about what she wanted when she passed, and I knew what to do and where to go when everything happened. So you do have to prepare your children or your family
Yeah.
for that. I'm
You do.
telling
And
you,
Jessica,
because
I
what
wish
you
she was
already
here right
going
now.
crazy when it
Yep.
happens, but
Yep.
it's like I can remember my mama said, do this, do
Yep.
that. I want to be cremated. I want
Yep.
this. Put a picture up. Do
And can't nobody tell you nothing when
No.
you know for sure
Yes,
what your
I'm
loved
like, I
one
know
wants.
what she always
Yep.
said it,
That's love.
So, yeah.
It is love.
You love
It
I
is
love that,
love.
Auntie
Your
Lutonia,
family. Yep,
that
that's
is love to
Yes.
prepare your family.
Yes.
That is love.
Yeah, and
We
it's-
are prepared.
Yes,
That's right, we
They're
are.
very
yes,
prepared.
that's what we talking about right now. Be prepared. You never
Yep.
know.
I mean,
God
because you don't
forbid.
know when you're gonna live here.
You don't.
You
That's
know,
true.
you
No man
never
knows
know.
the day nor
And
the
All
hour.
the time.
The one thing I hate to hear a person say is, "I'm not about to die no time soon."
They do say that.
Well, when did you become God?
Right. And we
Because
all
you
would
never
love to
know
live forever,
when
but
you
we don't
gonna-
know. We
Right,
don't
right.
know.
That's the one.
Well, I know I'm
thing
living
for
5
sure.
generations when
We
the
know
sound
we gonna
mine.
die. If we don't know nothing else, we know
You got
we
a
gonna
birthday
die.
Just
and a
don't
death
know.
date.
We
Yes,
leaving
you
here.
do, but you don't know when. So
Right.
be prepared.
Yeah,
Always
Y'all
be
up in here
prepared.
talking like the old saints.
Yep.
Let's switch it up a little bit.
Season
The
saints.
season saints.
Well, Erica, you said you live in a sound mind right now.
No, I said,
Shut
up, Mom.
She said she's gonna live 5 generations in
With
sound,
the
with
sound
the sound
mind.
mind.
Yeah, but the sound mind part, maybe you only live 5 more generations. But the sound mind part, I think you threw out the window yesterday.
Look, well,
She gonna
he
work
might.
on it. We gonna pray about it.
No, she gonna sip on something.
Speaking of sipping on something, what, Sean, in this last week, what have you done to wind down? What's in your cup, girl?
What's in my cups? Passion fruit green tea from Panera.
Beautiful. That sounds good. Is it warm or cold?
She got ice in
Cold,
it.
because I had ice in it.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite too.
Is it?
Yes.
My favorite tea is actually chai latte tea, but I like it hot.
Oh,
No
okay.
fluff, no nothing added to it.
Okay.
And
But yeah,
so-
that's what's in my cup today.
How you winding down?
I haven't had any little wind down. I told you last week what I do to wind down.
Well, you can add to it. Self-care is essential.
Yeah. Pedicures and manicures is my wind down.
Okay, how your toes doing?
They doing just fine. They gonna
Amen.
do better after this weekend. girl.
And Auntie Lutonia, how do you wind down after a hard week? What's in your cup?
Well,
Let's see. Show the people your cup. You can't prepared. Okay.
Said this
okay.
could be wine.
Now let me tell you.
That's what it said, right? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
turn
put
that
that
around.
wine on that cat.
It says
Okay.
this could be wine.
wine, but-
You don't know me.
But I'm very responsible, and since I got to drive home,
Right.
it's not wine. Okay.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well,
But
She said it
it
could
is
It could be.
cranberry juice.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I turn on some motivational music about 8 or 9 o'clock. Okay, and I like to just relax and let God take me away.
Okay.
Oh, that's me.
And I don't
That's a
mean
good
that
one.
literally.
Right.
I just mean that
I
whatever
know
the
that.
date,
That's
whatever
why
the
we
date-
talking about estate planning.
that's right. Whatever the date was,
Right.
it's gone.
gone.
So
Oh,
the
that's
next
good.
morning, I'm starting fresh.
That's good. Auntie Joanne, what's in your cup, boo? Show us your cup.
This is my cup, and
It's so
a
cute.
nice, cold,
Put it over here.
cold glass of Pepsi Cola.
A strong
That's
drink.
what this
Yeah,
is,
that's
Pepsi Cola.
Strong.
Grown folks
That's
strong.
right.
Yeah.
Ain't
That's what we
nothing
called them. We was little like, that's that grown folk pop.
No,
You couldn't,
it ain't
I couldn't touch my mama
No, you couldn't
Pepsi
touch no
back in the
Pepsi back
day.
in the day.
It
No.
ain't nothing in that cup but some Pepsi Cola.
And
I
ice
don't
cubes.
drink.
Nah.
You know, that's,
She
that's
got you
so
together,
good.
Mom.
No, she don't
so,
drink.
so all the drinks you pass up, you can give them to me.
Right.
Hey, you can have
Pass them
Mom.
on down.
Oh my God,
Well,
y'all be having fun.
we
Yeah.
do. Well, I'm gonna be honest and shame the devil.
Shame the
What is in my cup? It is my baby's birthday. So again, I do a little mini celebration about effing. EFFEN. It's one of my all-time favorites to celebrate. Celebrate birthdays with. It's her effing birthday.
Okay.
And God has blessed her.
That sound like a little elf. That effing sound like a little elf.
No, so I do. I have a little effing, the original, the white bottle
Okay.
Oh,
with
okay. I don't think I ever had that.
you.
effing.
You must ain't been my real friend.
I've been your friend. Don't go there.
And she rolled her head.
But just sometimes,
Sean be like, I ain't
see,
messing
don't
with
put it
Erica.
out there because, I was about to say, like, I don't like effing with you when it comes to the drink. No pun intended, because you, oh my God, I can't trust you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring my own bottle and pour my own poison. I cannot deal with you. She be like, "Oh, drink it." She be encouraging.
good,
It's good.
You like
Next
that.
day, you be like, "Oh God, oh, I'm gonna kill you." What was I drinking last night?
So Auntie, we really need to sign up with them insurance policies.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right.
I know that's
Again,
right.
that number is 313-205-1328.
I'm thinking about when we went to the daggone,
Yes,
the
when we
kids
went to the
fundraiser
kids.
with Lindsay.
So let me tell y'all a story.
Here it comes.
I can't even get through my wine down because I'm laughing. We
Let
going to
me
support
tell
the
y'all
Little
a story.
League.
So my brother had a party,
Oh, shoot. I'm hot.
a fundraiser for the for the football the team. So it was like cash bar. Was it cash bar?
It
or
was.
something? So we came with our own drinks.
It was cash bar.
It was cash bar.
We got cash.
We had cash.
That ain't the problem.
We just took the cash to the liquor store and bought our own
Okay,
drinks.
there you go.
That's smart.
So we were in there like
we
pouring our little
smuggled it
drink.
in?
We smuggled it in.
Y'all
I just
smuggled
remember
it in.
we smuggled it in.
Mm.
And then when
True
we went,
Robisons.
You made it look like you bought it from their bar.
we
There
made
you
it look
go.
like we bought it from
We
their
went
bar.
and bought they
got there, we
setups.
bought their setups,
There
the
you go.
custard they were using, the ice, all that, and then we went
Use
to
your
the
own stuff.
bathroom. We went to the restroom and freshened up our drink.
Ghetto.
Is this part of the show?
So no.
Oh, it's not.
Sometimes
Okay.
we take deer tours.
I got you.
Tours.
I got
Okay,
you.
so we come out and they look at us.
We got a whole glass.
We got a whole glass, brand new full cup, and we just
We took it.
From the bathroom, okay?
But what y'all go to the bathroom for? Couldn't you just pour it up?
Yeah,
on
we
the
were.
table?
No, it wasn't a cabaret,
because
Auntie. You
it
ain't
wasn't a
following the flow.
cabaret.
Right, it was not a
It
cabaret.
was a
Right.
fundraiser for the
Everything
kids,
was a
for the
fundraiser.
It was a fundraiser.
In other words, they didn't want to get caught pouring it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they really was kind of looking too, like
Yeah, they
trying
was.
to see what
They
people
knew y'all
doing
was
because
doing.
they knew. Yeah,
Man,
and
please.
then we
put y'all
came
out?
out. No,
They couldn't say
put us
nothing?
out.
No, they ain't put us on.
They didn't even care.
I just thought about it after the fact. Like we just walked.
So it was a fundraiser to raise money for the babies.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now.
Y'all
I feel a
brought
little
y'all
judgment.
on and didn't
No, we
buy the
did
liquor.
support.
didn't support the
Yes, we
fundraiser.
did.
No, we
Yes,
bought
we
tickets.
did. We bought
We did.
tickets.
We bought the raffle tickets.
Yes,
Yep.
we did.
I bought a
And you bought the
sleeve.
setup.
Yeah,
We bought
bought the
setups.
setup.
I think we took pictures.
Yeah,
There we go.
The food was included.
yeah.
But when nobody
so
about to
we
pay
did
no
support.
$40 for
Support,
the half
support.
a cup, when we got a
Some
bottle,
watered down drink.
some watered down drink, we drinking straight Crown, Apple Crown.
Yeah, I never do it
It
again.
was horrible.
It
That
was
was horrible.
horrible. Apple
Y'all-
Crown Royal.
was y'all
So
treating the
whoever
kids
said that
bad?
tastes good, they
The kids
lying.
wasn't there. It was all an adult event.
Oh,
Yep.
It was
Yeah,
all an
and
And
adult
that's the
event.
No
only drink
kids.
they had was apple.
No, that's what we
this was
had.
she- that's what we
That's
had.
what Sean
she
blaming
talked
me.
into
She-
drinking it, and it was
Okay.
horrible. Horrible.
Oh.
And the next day, I felt it.
Sean called me like, I
woke
can't
up
stand
calling her.
you.
Yes.
y'all do know y'all live, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm just
Yeah,
letting
we
you know.
know.
So, anyways, Auntie Joanne, you said you didn't finish. You said you didn't finish your wine down. How do you fill your
I'm
cup,
sorry.
love?
We sorry.
How do you fill your cup? How do you pour it into your being?
Pepsi.
Other
no,
than your
other
Pepsi.
than Pepsi. What do you do to wind down?
What I do to wind down is put on my Luther Vandross.
Okay, Luther.
That is my favorite singer of all time. My favorite song is So Amazing.
Okay.
I put that on.
Amazing.
Y'all messing it. Stop.
No,
Stop it now.
Love.
Let me
And,
do
and,
it.
and
Let me-
that's one of my songs that my daughter has to play at my demise. It's so amazing.
Okay.
Well, that's
So-
dope.
So that because that's my favorite singer.
We talking about
But-
tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Tea.
She
You heard what
watching.
your mama said.
she know she got a whole list of songs to play.
Tell her again, Eric.
T, you heard what your mama said.
Whole list of
She ain't
songs she got to
playing.
play. And they got to do a toast.
Okay.
A Pepsi.
Okay.
But
We
but
gonna
that's
add
what
a
I
little.
listen
We
to.
gonna add a little yak. To
We're going to
that.
have a little 1738.
That's my
Say hello.
No, and these were my instructions of
You
my
ain't gonna be there,
demise.
Auntie Joanne.
Who gonna stop us?
But hold on, wait a minute, hold on. I told my children, listen here.
And you know
They can
Chris
drink-
going to add a
They can
1738.
drink whatever they want, but before they put anything in their cups,
You gotta
they
take a
got
sip
to
of
have
straight up
a
Pepsi.
sip
A
of
straight
up
shots of straight Pepsi.
or Coke, either one.
Okay.
After that,
I'll
y'all
make sure
can
they do
party
it,
all
Auntie.
y'all want to.
Jack
That's
Daniels.
just the respect out for me. That's it.
You hear that?
Okay.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
it. But that's how I wind down. Is Luther Vandross is my wind down moment every night.
Okay, and
No.
so me,
You
be
ain't asked me
outside of
why. You asked
just a
me.
moment, Miles. So for me, because I skipped over myself as well. So for me, being all jokes aside, yes, I am drinking effing. It's my baby's effing birthday. It's our effing anniversary, and I got a lot to celebrate. This baby is amazing, amazing,
Yes.
and I love her, and I thank God every day for her. Yes. How I wind down. So this week in particular, I was watching the midweek motivation with Bishop Sheard, J. Drew Sheard, and he said he kept reiterating, "Be still and know." And I had already had a little anxiety, just about because I grind so hard and my mind is going all over the place with different things that are a part of my life and my finances, and becoming right. So I just laid in my bed and I wasn't feeling well, and I said, "You know what, God?" I said, "I just need you to move. I know I've seen you move. I've seen you open great doors for me. I have so much favor over my life. I can't complain."
Amen.
And so but I was listening to him, and he just kept saying it. He went into be still and know. And so as I was driving here, me and Elise were jamming, listening to music, but in the back of my mind, God just kept saying, let them know to be still and know that God is fighting on your behalf. He is working things out on your behalf. He is doing something that you can't even imagine. And as I minister to you, I'm ministering to myself.
Amen.
So that's my wind down for this week. Miles, how you winding down this week?
I'll be honest with you. I go to the house, right? I kick up my feet,
Because you know I'll be checking you
right? I know you do.
every day.
All the time. So what I do, I put on my 12-inch, my phonograph, right? I crank it up, I put on my Martin Luther King "I Have a Dream" speech. And
You got that on vinyl?
No, yeah, I got it on vinyl, and then I listened to it for a minute with some Jack Daniels.
You bet not had no Jack Daniels.
They said they talking about the Jack Daniel chicken sauce. Don't.
You still don't need that. Mom, you can't have none of that. Don't play with me.
I don't be drinking, but no.
Don't drink or eat it.
Okay.
I want him
No
to finish
meat.
the story.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm
I
just
listen,
saying.
and then I listened to my praise music with Kiki Shears and Tasha Cobb.
Ooh, I like that
Yeah,
song.
I line them and I run them down. They even got some white boys that be singing the song that
They do.
Yeah, they got some the white boys be throwing. I think his name is Colt something, but he got a song called Jesus. I don't need nothing, but you everything to me, and that one take me out there. And by that time I'm asleep.
Okay.
I'm asleep.
Miles, I ain't gonna check you on air.
Don't you bet not with your effing vodka and you celebrating the effing birthday. Don't be you been effing around. Okay.
I'm gonna just let Miles do him.
Right.
Okay. But I'm watching you. You know I am. So, and Sean, so what's your SMH moment this week? An SMH moment is something that happened that made you shake your head, laugh, smile, cry, think a little bit longer, whatever it is. What was your SMH moment this week?
Black women matter.
Come on. I'm giving
That's
some
it.
snaps to that.
I just saw it and it's been like kind of going viral, but I love that.
That's awesome.
Black women matter.
And we do.
Black
And-
lives matter, but like
Black
I said, it's
women matter,
Black
too.
women matter.
We
Yeah.
do.
So
And then I seen something that said, quote unquote, matter is the minimum. Come on.
come on, somebody.
Auntie Lutonia, what's your SMH moment this week?
The guy woke me up again.
Okay.
I
Amen.
really love this. This was good.
Good.
Very good for me.
Good.
I had a rough week,
Okay.
but this
Yes.
made it all good.
Don't
Good.
it though? Like by the time Thursday get here, be like, oh,
Be like, can we get to another Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah.
love it.
Yep.
Good.
Me getting up this morning.
Okay.
Yes, amen.
That's
In a sound mind and full activities of your
sound
life.
mind.
You gotta think about it.
That's right.
Now,
Thank
Auntie-
them every day.
every day, all day.
That's right.
Now, Auntie Joanne, what was your SMH moment this week? You was already talking before the show about SMH. You got a
But
bunch
you know
of them.
what? I had something very special happen.
Okay.
I've been in the medical field for over 20, 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to work for this agency doing home care. And I left the agency, and that's when I started teaching. So this week, I got a phone call from the particular agency that I worked at. And they said, Joanne, you haven't worked for us for a while, but one of your clients that you work for is requesting your services.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, I said, you know, I'm not doing that any longer. And she was like, well, the daughter wants you to give her a call. I said, but okay, I can do that. You know, so I called her up. And she was like, oh, Miss Joanne, she says, we loved you and Mama loved you. And she done just took a turn and we need your services and we'll pay you whatever. And I was like, you know, I would love to help out, but I don't do that anymore and I don't even have time. So she says, well, can you do this for me? She says, if I hire 2 people, can you train them? And I'll pay you whatever you want.
Wow.
And so I said, okay, I can do that. And she says, because you know what you're doing, and it takes people that have that special hand to be able to have the patience and the care, the understanding, the compassion to take care of a sick person.
Yes, I agree.
And I was like, thank you. You know, and I laughed. And then I got on the phone after I hung up from her. And I called my girlfriend and I said, you know, I told her the story and I said, You know how people think, no, let me take that back. Not people. My family think that I'm hard-hearted. That's because they don't know me. You know, I think a lot of times family think they know who you are, but they don't get to know who you really are. And that's the case with my family. They think I'm hard with them because I have to be, but with other people, I'm not. And they don't see that side. And for people to want me because of who I am and how I handle things when I'm out here rocking and rolling in the streets with my business, it feels good. It just feels good to know that I can touch and I can help somebody else and they like it.
Yeah.
You know. So that was a good moment for me, and it made me feel really
good.
good. That made me feel good. So I'm gonna go this weekend and help the 2 young ladies that she hired, and I'm gonna train them.
Okay.
You know, on how
How to do it Auntie Joanne's way.
Yeah.
well,
Train them up.
That's
and
right.
and to do it my
Ain't nothing
way.
wrong
Yes,
with that.
Ain't
No.
nothing wrong
Go on
with
and say it.
Because your way is what got
Obviously.
you
My-
recognition, and that's what made them call you.
That's
is
right.
Because your way was the best way.
Obvious.
Amen.
And that's the thing too. Toot your horn.
I toot
Nobody
my
else
horn.
gonna do it for
I
you.
toot
Okay.
my horn a lot.
Look, while we in the land of the living,
Yes,
you may as well
amen.
toot that mug. You-
Right. Toot.
You okay?
Yes.
It's nothing
Beat
wrong
me.
with being proud, you know, of your success and the way that you have blessed and imparted people, you know, things into people. It's nothing wrong with that. So it's okay because I mentor people. That's what that is. It's a mentorship. You're showing people how to do things the right way,
That's right.
the way that you have learned and the mistakes that you have made.
That's right.
And it can only help them if they have
Right.
an ear to
Especially
hear.
if
Yes.
they listening.
If they
So-
listening,
Yeah.
that's good stuff. That's what we need more of in our community.
We got to keep it real because
Yeah.
each one reached 3.
That's right.
That's how I was raised. Each one reached 3. I am so happy that you guys came. I think
Yes.
looking at some of the comments on our watch party, people have really enjoyed you guys being here today. This will not be the last time.
Nope.
I do feel a little triggered though.
Uh-oh.
I do. Because it was really interesting driving here. And I was thinking about my wine down. I was not drinking and driving. But I remember when I first had tried the effing. And I think it was around Elise and Autumn's birthday. One particular year, whatever year it was. And I came to the party. You remember that day? And I came to the party and Bunchy said, "Girl, what's in your cup?"
Oh yeah, when we were out at the clubhouse,
yep.
where my grandma
And
stayed.
Bunchy said, "Girl, what's in your cup?" I said, "Have some." But I had thought about that today.
Yeah,
Like, it's just so weird, you know, that she's not with us anymore. But she sure was like, "I take some." You know, she was happy to enjoy that moment with me celebrating Elise and Imani's birth anniversary. You know, my niece. So Elisa's birthday is today, and Autumn's birthday is Sunday.
Oh, wow.
So they have always been joined by the hip for 12 years because Elisa's 1 year older.
yeah,
So that's the 18.
All right.
They called themselves the 18.
yes.
So yeah, I've had a lot of reflections this week too. Just thanking God for overcoming so much, and I think that this is a very important part
Yep.
of that journey of overcoming and,
Yes.
and being prepared. You have to be prepared.
Yes.
You have to be prepared. Sean, is there anything you want to leave our guests with tonight?
Nothing comes to mind. What I just always tell them: be safe out on these streets.
I know.
It's real out here.
Yep. Wear
Be
your
safe.
mask.
Wear your mask.
Look, put
Amen.
mask up,
Social
Mask.
distance.
wash your hands.
Wash your
Yes.
hands.
Yep,
And be
don't
safe
slack.
out here.
Don't slack.
Auntie Lutonia, you was jumping in on Sean's final words. I
Amen.
guess you got something to say.
Let me tell you, you know, my mom and I get up and go to the store. It's amazing how a month or two ago, everybody had their mask. Now here it is, 2 months later. It's getting worse and worse where people are not wearing their masks.
They get more
I
relaxed.
don't even know they're getting too relaxed. Okay, and that is that's tricky.
Yeah.
I actually posted that on my Facebook. Like, don't forget, COVID is still here.
It
Yes.
sure is.
Don't relax your standards.
And we don't do that
Amen.
even at my job too. Like I'm taking temperatures all day when people when the visitors come and wearing masks and hand sanitizer, wiping everything down with bleaching water.
That's right.
So
Auntie
yeah,
Joanne?
we don't play that. Don't come in here with no mask.
That's
You
it.
getting in.
Homie,
I'm
don't
not
play
buzzing
that.
You in. You better go get that mask. It's on the
right.
door.
I was so frustrated today. I jumped out my car. I was rushing in the store. Oh, because today is Ra-Ra's birthday too, right? Happy birthday, Ra-Ra. But went to run in the store to exchange something, like really quick.
And forgot your mask.
And I
You
got
your door.
inside the store, and the little kids was looking at me with their masks on. Like,
Not the
lady,
mask.
the masks.
That's how the kids
little
said, the
kids
mask.
say it. You got your masks?
I know.
The little kids
got
in the
your
store.
masks on.
You ain't got no mask. Gigi said, we ain't got no masks.
Mama, she ain't got her mask on.
Them little kids looked up at me. I was like, let me go get this mask, because these babies.
I hate it. I got a bunch of them in my car too, but it's like,
I
you
do
hate
too.
it, you get out and they be like,
Because I had shopped, I had got everything, got in the car, trying to rush money back across the street to her job. And then I said, oh, shoot, I left, one thing I had left on the register that I had to go back and get it. So I'm trying to run in and just get it. And as soon as I got clean in that store, them little kids was looking at me like, where your mask is?
Yeah.
not without your mask.
Yep. That's right.
So I ran back
Don't
down.
come in here.
No.
You went back, got your mask.
Go get your masks.
Yes.
Auntie Joanne, do you have any last words you want to give to our community tonight?
I'm with y'all. First, guys, always give the glory to God
Amen.
every day when you
When
wake up,
That's right.
every night before you go to bed.
Amen. And in between.
But yeah. And I always say, when I'm on Facebook, y'all be safe. Just this is real. I mean, we done had loved ones pass away, friends pass away.
Yep.
No proper burials because
Yes.
of the social distancing. It's real, guys, and I'm gonna tell y'all. I done told everybody, my family. Listen here, I know we gonna die, but I don't want to die from this.
Not
that's
this.
right. Not
We say, I
this.
ain't gonna get
And
it
not
that way.
right now.
This is the scare. I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not a crybaby. I don't. It take a lot for me to shed a tear. This scares me to death because you can't prepare.
Nope.
Ain't no preparing. When you get into that hospital and they put you on that COVID floor and you can't get no visitors, you can't see your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your kids, your grandkids, your uncles, you can't see nobody. That's scary to think that you're going to die alone. And you didn't get to prepare. You didn't get to tell nobody I love you.
Yes.
You didn't get to apologize to your worst enemy. You didn't. I mean,
Nothing.
You gets to do absolutely. I mean, you can apologize in your mind. God hear you. He hear you, and that's what matters. He hear you.
Yes.
He a forgiving God. He
Yes,
forgive
God.
you. But when you laying there all alone, and you don't know what's gonna happen, that's scary.
Right.
Yeah, well, so it's several different things, that can happen in that same way. So I want to encourage you not to dwell on the scariness and to be
'cause
like
God didn't give us a
you're
spirit
a
of
hope
fear.
dealer, right? You're a preparedness dealer.
Yes.
And so we're going to transform that and remove that fear, because God said he did not give us a spirit of fear,
Amen.
but a sound mind. And so we're
Amen.
redirecting those thoughts
Yeah.
into the positive, and that we are going to be prepared.
Yes.
We're going to take precautions and inform our community and
Yes.
our loved ones.
Amen.
Right?
That's right.
So everyone, please be prepared this month. September is National Preparedness Month.
Yep.
I think
Be
we have
prepared.
done our job, Sean.
Yes.
And helping out how we can.
Yes. Ooh,
And
and I'm
we-
thankful for that. Thank God for a platform.
Thank you. And thank you,
Amen.
Mr. Miles Dixon.
Thank you,
and
Miles.
Podcastic.
God bless you.
Yes,
And
we
thank
appreciate
you.
you.
We appreciate you. But yes, I thank God for this. I thank God.
So,
this
as we
opportunity.
wrap up tonight, again, my name is Erica Murria. I am the executive director of Supreme Transitions nonprofit organization here in Detroit. I'm the owner of I Am Evidence brand, and the co-host to the lovely Miss LaShawn Gilmore, entrepreneur in the
Hey,
making.
Entrepreneur in the making, mother of 3, grandmother of 2, and I'm all about that single mommy hustle.
We're trying to help y'all.
Yes. And
So-
follow me on Instagram.
Yes.
At Miss Gilmore 74.
Okay. And you can follow me on Instagram too at hi_I'm_Erica. There is some fake
Yes,
pages
it's a
out
fake
here trying to
page
steal
out
my
here.
identity.
And they're using our pictures.
They
and
using our
everything,
pictures
yes.
and everything. This is my second time trying to. I don't even understand why my friends keep.
I think they really deep
accepting the
down
friend
they're
request.
fans though. There's somebody who just really love us. Like they just that hate they got to just turn into
It's just
love. 'Cause
love.
really all you doing is putting us out there for
Let's
the world
get
to
it.
see. Let's get it.
Use the right hashtags,
Yes.
boo.
Yes, correct. Do that. And follow us on Instagram at Single Mommy Hustle.
That's true. And so, as we wrap up tonight, we want to thank you all for walking with us through this very important topic of building wealth, part 2, the importance of having insurances and estate planning.
Yes.
Catch us here every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And get ready for October because
Yes.
that pink and purple month is going to be lit.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of information.
A
for
lot of
everybody.
information.
Yes.
So, thank you and good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.